everybody, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So if you've been enjoying all the content that I've been putting out, I recommend subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you'll be notified every single time I put out a new video. So today I want to talk about what I teach on how to throw compared to what other people are teaching how to throw. I seem to get a lot of comments from people on the style of throwing that I'm doing, and so I thought I'd make a video talking about my style and what I teach compared to the other style that's being taught. You know, what's the difference between, you know, these two different throwing styles that you're kind of seeing taught on YouTube right now. So my throwing style that I teach is just your standard throw that's been around for over 50 years. I just throw the standard throw that everybody's been throwing, you know, head on top, shoulders rotate up, you know, back leg back. You throw everything on a flat to hyzer throw. So it's pretty much just your standard throw is what I teach as your main throw. So for your, you know, so every time you get up on the box to throw, you know, your first thought to throw would always be, you know, straight to hyzer. You know, that's your first throw. So that's what I teach. You know, just how to throw straight, how to throw hard, you know, and you know, everything comes from down here. Like I said, head on top, shoulders rotate up, back leg stays behind. So the other teachings that you're seeing a lot of, you know, all the other stuff, the reason we look so different in our teaching is because they're teaching to throw standing up straight. Like, you know, they're standing upright, you're throwing from up here, your back leg comes around when you throw. So this is the basic throw pattern that they're throwing or teaching. So for their, you know, like I said, so this is the throw they're saying to throw all the time. You know, this is what they're teaching as your main throw. You know, and once again, it's just, you stand up straight, you come in, throw, and open on the release, front leg or back leg comes to the front. So that's the difference in what is being taught. You know, like I said, as your primary throw, you know, I'm here, primary throw flat to hyzer. Their primary throw is throw here, force the disc over to the right, back leg comes around. So the reason I don't teach standing up straight, throw, leg comes around is that's a force over. That is called a force over. It's been around since disc golf started. You know, it's been around for over 50 years. A force over is not a new throw, you know, that was just invented. It's been a throw for a long time. I don't teach it as a, you know, your main throw because I teach it as a specialty shot. When you're up on the box and you want to throw your disc a little farther, you would throw a overstable disc on a force over. And a force over is this. You run up, throw the disc high on the outside edge, back leg swings around because you're standing up straight and you can't stop your forward momentum. It'll force the disc to the right. Because the disc is overstable, it comes back and lands hyzer. That's how I teach that shot. So it's called a force over, and you throw it with a stable disc. And it's just to gain a little extra distance. but it's a specialty shot. And then the difference is they're teaching that as your main throw. And it's just, to me, throwing a disc to the right all the time isn't very accurate. That's why I don't teach it as a main throw, because you're just going to pull everything to the right throwing that way, because that's what it's meant to do. It's literally meant to throw the disc to the right and follow through. It's a right turning shot. But it's like I said, so that's the only difference between what I'm teaching and they're teaching is literally they're teaching a force over compared to I'm teaching to throw flat to hyzer here. And if you like to watch tournaments, you're gonna notice all the guys throw flat to hyzer. No one throws a force over as their main throw because one, it's not very accurate, and two, it's just a specialty shot to throw your disc a little farther. But I get a lot of comments in this area, and I think a lot of the people who are throwing the force over here, I think a lot of them really just don't understand that you can throw the disc, you know, flat to hyzer on the shot is more accurate. You know, I've played with people who throw the force over, and they've literally have told me all I do is throw the disc to the right. But I find it interesting that they just don't throw with their head on top and throw it on a hyzer. They still just throw everything up here. So I just find that interesting on how they're not breaking down that there's more than one way to throw the disc. You know what I mean? You got your hyzer, you got a flat shot, you got your force over, you've got an anhyzer. I mean, that's 4 shots all off the backhand, yet they're only throwing a force over. So the main difference between, like I said, my teaching and what they're teaching is literally they're teaching a force over, and I teach a force over as a secondary shot, not a primary. And then my throw that I'm teaching is flat to hyzer as your primary throw. So, but anyways, like I said, I seem to get a lot of comments on this. And I just find it interesting that, you know, like I say, you know, I know they refer to it as hip throwing. You know, they try to say it's a, you know, hip throw, which it's not. I mean, you're still throwing the arm the exact same way on a force over. It's just the body swings around. So, but anyway, so that's the difference between my style and their style and what we're both trying to accomplish when we're teaching. So anyways, this is Michael from Maui. Aloha.